Troublemaker to who? The idolaters, the mushrikun. And Allah Almighty protect us from them, Ameen, Ya Rabbil Alameen. People committing shirk with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They were worshipping idols. What happened? Long story short, Allah Almighty mentions this in the Quran again. Nimrud tells his people to gather the wood of that city, of that town, of that area, and we will burn Ibrahim alayhi salam in that. These are miracles of Allah Almighty mentioned in the Quran, and if we were to deny these miracles, we would be out of the fold of Islam. We would be out of the fold of Islam. Islam, a miraculous religion, and we don't deny miracles of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because this is from the Nas, from the clear text of the Quran al-Kareem. Allah Almighty allowed Ibrahim alayhi salam to be placed in that fire, but whilst he was getting placed in that fire, when they were taking Ibrahim alayhi salam, Allah Almighty says, Qulna. You know this siga, this form, Allah Almighty is using jama, plural form for himself. And we know Allah is Ahad. He is alone. Allah for Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam said, people were getting close, not even close, to that fire, and they were getting burned. They were feeling when the, as we call it, yalla habibi, make it quickly. Ya habibi, don't take too long. Some of our brothers, they go there and start praying for that, for everybody. This is not what it's supposed to be, because there are hundreds of people, thousands of people waiting to pray around Hajar radiallahu anha wa ardaha. We perform that the side of Safa and Marwa. This is what we do today. These are acts that Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam's family did hundreds of years ago. The Zamzam that you drink. People say Fiji water is very special. But these people convert to the religion of Islam and they taste the Zamzam. Even if they don't convert to the religion of Islam, Zamzam enough is for them to understand that this water is something different. Miraculous, beautiful, full of nutrients, mashallah. Where did that come from? Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam. Due to the blessed feet of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, people say, what miracles is Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam perform at this time? Subhanallah. If his forefather Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam can put his heel on the floor and Zamzam can gush forth, then what can Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam do? This is a miracle that it will be beyond our comprehension. And the likes of Imam Jazuli rahimahullah ta'ala, Imam Suyuti rahimahullah ta'ala, and scholars of that sort, Imam Hajar al-Asqalani, mention the miracles of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and they are innumerable. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But moreover, I'm going to finish, my brothers. The Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, all these blessed things that we mentioned about him, where is he buried today? He is buried none other than a place known as Hebron, Khalil, in Palestine. And how are those people living? We have Eid Mubarak to this person, that person. What Eid Mubarak? The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Al-Mu'minuna karajuli wahid. The believers are like one body. In ishtiqa ra'sahu ishtiqa kulluhu. When he has a migraine, all of his body is aching. In ishtiqa aynuhu ishtiqa kulluhu. When his eye is oozing and hurting, all of his body is aching and hurting. Are they not our brothers? Are they not our sisters? Are they not our mothers? What they are going through today, my dear brothers and sisters, is before your eyes. And I see our young brothers, mashallah, who share statuses, and they've been shared. فَإِن لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ فَبِلِسَانِهِ. And if that is not possible, then with his tongue. فَإِن لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ فَبِقَلْبِهِ. And he should think evil of it. With his heart, if he is not allowed to stop it with his tongue or his hand, to think part of that, to think evil of that, that's the least that we can do and we are doing. Moreover, these tongues that Allah Almighty has given us, if you want to visit the qabr of Ibrahim alayhi salam and these beautiful things that are mentioned in these few minutes about Ibrahim alayhi salam, that will only be possible if Al-Aqsa is liberating, if Palestine is liberating, if our imams, children are allowed to go and pray in Masjid Al-Aqsa. Sheikh Yusuf Abu Sarayna, who's been an imam there for over 3 decades, he told me that my son came from Egypt. He's in the neighboring country, he's a doctor there. He came over and he wanted to come to Masjid Al-Aqsa. They knew who he was. They said, you're not allowed in. Why? Because you're not allowed in. We have this rule for today, you're not allowed in today, you go back home. Imagine me or you or your children coming to this masjid someone standing by the door and telling you, and somebody who's been an imam there for over 3 decades, that your child is not allowed to come inside the masjid because we feel he's not worthy of coming inside the masjid. Subhanallah. This is the sort of oppression we're talking about. This was about 10 years ago, he told me. Imagine what's happening today. Helping a zalim, the blood is on your hands. This is the hadith of the Prophet. Clear. So be wise where you stand, who you stand with. We are people of La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We're going to be answerable to Allah Almighty. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He makes us people of Iman, people of Ihsan, and people who go and visit Masjid al-Aqsa. Ameen, Ya Rabbal Alameen.